bunch of people are walking around with their sports gear and stuff, and everybody's arguing about what's cool and what's not. I don't understand. Why can't people just be friends but like different things?
Sports is a big topic that always seems to be involved in pop culture trends because it provides our generation with a common source of entertainment. However, here in America, our generation only cares a lot over a few sports like baseball, football, and basketball. Football has become the national sport of America and is greatly embraced by many cultures. These sports are watched by millions of people. Soccer, for example, is a world-renowned sport that is loved by many, but here in America it is cared so little about.
It's great. I think all males, females should play as many sports in high school as they possibly can and try to take it to the next level, which is college. If you happen to have the opportunity to make it to the professional ranks, I think that's obviously even better. But what's happening now is kids are thinking at a young age that they can be a professional athlete, but it takes so much hard work and practice, and we get back to that word lazy, and they don't have the drive, the determination,
or the
commitment to achieve it. These guys that are where they're at in the professional ranks have worked hard. Some of them have God-given ability and talent to reach up to where they're at now. But then again, then you see the professional athletes where they're at, they are at the point to where they don't work as hard now. Now it's like almost like they're already reached that potential of being a professional athlete, and then what's happening now is they're kind of like, man, I don't have to work as hard because I'm already here.
And they kind of forget that they, not only are they talented in their sport, but they're also a role model. And I think they forget that aspect is, kids in high school, middle school, even young children are feeding off of what they do. And I think that's why high school sports, to me, has gone down as far as commitment and hard work, because they're trying to do all this fancy work that they see in the NBA, NFL, and what they're getting away with, and thinking the same thing can happen for them. And it's just unfortunate for, people so young to not really see the importance of life and the hard work, the commitment, and everything that it takes to get you where you eventually want to be.
Sports has changed over the years as fans are now caring more about individual players and their performance instead of the whole team. That's why players don't have as much passion in the game anymore and instead care more about the money that they receive. I believe that sports will forever be popular in our culture and that not many changes will occur over the next 50 years, only different generation that will change history and records.
What's with all this music? Why is it talking about all this stuff? Why are we so influenced by it? Can't we pick and choose what we want to listen to?
These people listen to a ton of crazy shit.
Yeah, we like to do dances that are really weird, and yeah, we just dance weird. And it makes you uncomfortable.
Lil Wayne's an inspiration to me. He teaches me how to talk to people about other things. I don't even have to watch a video where I take her down, you know what I'm saying? Just listen to one of his lyrics.
I'd pick Waka Flocka Flame. He's really my inspiration. Throughout the past years, when I figured out that he made some hot music, it truly inspired me and changed my life. As a matter of fact, I listened to him like almost 25/8, and he's just a really influential character in my life.
Bieber. He's just a very proliferous pop figure that's pretty much everywhere. I mean, and people like try to emulate him, people criticize him, but he's like, no matter how hard you hate him or whatever, he's just always gonna be there and affecting the youth and the generation.
Everyone's judged based on what they're wearing, and all these girls are wearing smaller clothing just to get a man's attention, and I don't get why.
Tattoos are becoming more accepted in today's generation. Even in the army, they're starting to be more lenient towards tattoos. Guys tend to wear 501s with Chuck Taylors, and girls either wear obviously short shorts or skinny jeans type things.
In the 1900s, you had dress pants, dress shirts, and blazers. You put a box on your body. But now, slimmed out, accentuate the beautiful art that is man.
And I think fashion has actually changed a lot in the past 10 years. That trends have come and gone really fast, and I feel that things like this will keep happening in the future. Is Michelle Phan, and she's like a makeup guru on YouTube, and through her videos she's been able to teach people how to do makeup. But besides that, I feel that her inside message is that she's trying to teach people how to express themselves, freely express themselves. And I feel that has really affected us because it really shows that we can do whatever we want, and we can really express ourselves in any way that we think.
Miley Cyrus. Actually, I don't really know much about Miley Cyrus. Although I do know that parents are rather disapproving because she has gone the route of crazy antics, over-sexualization, putting herself on a wrecking ball in her underwear. So I could. Maybe over-sexualization.
With Miley Cyrus, she kind of has everything. She's been in every type of spotlight. Even before, back in, she was the princess, or a lot of people loved her. And she was just at the top of her game, and so you look for a star, some role model, kind of went crazy. And then now so many more people hate her. They call her mean things, but then she's a pop icon, and it just really symbolizes how someone can be so popular with some people and so hated with others. It's really just all the debates that go on about her. Some people are just, oh my god, I hate her. She's such a bad influence on us. Our kids are showing too much skin because of her. They're just trying to follow her in her footsteps. And then the other people are just, hey, she's trying to be a strong, independent woman and to prove that she isn't that little innocent girl anymore. So it's just, she's been so thought-provoking, causing all this controversy, and it just kind of brings out the human side in all of us, I guess, because we're just thinking a whole lot more about us as a generation thanks to her.
You'll be remembered for something, I don't know what.
It's like asking yourself who you will be in 50 years from now.
In 50 years, I think our pop culture legacy will be all about the 80s because history repeats itself.
Okay, I think our smartphone generation will be our legacy.
Well, we're gonna be remembered as generation that really fully got into cell phones. So, and I don't mean the cell phones that they had in the 90s where you just text. No, I mean now, where you have everything. So we're gonna be known for speaking in our everyday English language, in our colloquial English language, in acronyms. We're gonna be known for taking a selfie with everything, okay? We're going to be known for just making weird faces in our pictures. So yeah, pretty much anything with our high-tech phones now.
I think with anything these days, it's going to get worse before it gets better. And then I think hopefully eventually as kids get older, then they'll start seeing what needs to be done to make it better, not only for them, but for their next generation that's going to succeed them. And if that doesn't happen, then we're just setting our own self up for failure. Hey, don't believe what you see, don't believe what you hear, and take it all in and just be your own person.
And I just think if you don't like what you see or what's going on, then you need to be the one to create the change. Not be the follower, be the leader, and we need to change things around because it's getting bad. So we need a lot of leaders coming up here.
I think I have this thing where I need everybody to think I'm the greatest, the quote-unquote fantastic Mr. Fox. And if they aren't completely knocked out and dazzled and kind of intimidated by me, then I don't feel good about myself.
We all go to the same school and take relatively the same classes, and in those classes we make friends, while being our own individual, not influenced by our peers. But as time progresses, we find ourselves searching to fit in, while struggling to express who we are as a person. We befriend many through social media, try to like and follow the same trends, whether it be through music, fashion, or technology, and strive to get that one feeling of acceptance. There are no physical limits that keep us from belonging in a certain crowd, but rather mental barriers of self-consciousness that prevent us from breaking these social norms. And because of our fears of being accepted, we choose
to keep those barriers. And it is in these times when we find our groups, our cliques, our social norms, who make us feel exactly both of these things, accepted by many while staying true to ourselves.